You want to hear a joke?
Go for it.
What language does a Jewish Kiwi speak?
What language does a Jewish Kiwi speak?
Hebrew.
Such a stupid thing. You know, recently, our accent game, it's gotten
better.
It's gotten better. It's also gotten worse. It has gotten so much worse. It's not even that good. It makes us laugh, though.
No, it's not that good.
It is.
It's pretty shit, if you ask me.
Racist and distasteful.
But we've gotten better at impersonations as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Especially me.
Don't ever do that again. Dude, I think we could have, like, eventually a whole rotating cast of characters and we could just, like, jump into a bit and then just go bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang. Dude, that's the fucking goal.
We've got to get other people on board too.
Yeah. I don't think they're as enthusiastic for stupid voices as we are, but...
Let's make it enthusiastic.
Make it a game. Make it a challenge. Let's put money on it. We'll do it. We pay our friends to amuse us.
Yes. So it's like paying them for being on the show.
We will give them $1
per voice.
Per voice. I can't even really do that many. How do you do? You've broken it out a couple of times on a night out. The Conor McGregor. Can you like the Irish?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is
that guy?
He says fuck. Yeah, fuck.
Fuck. Who the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
Sorry, I'm late. I just don't give a fuck.
Oh god, I hope this doesn't sound terrible in the recording, but it's going to.
You're just gonna pretend you're Irish. Yeah. It's not hard.
It's not. No, I can't even do. I was gonna say the best I can do is Scottish. Not even.
Scottish. The best you can do is Scottish.
What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing?
What I'll do is I'll leave the north accents to you, and I'll take on all the eastern accents.
All the eastern accents.
Just all the really bad.
And all British in it.
Mm. Oh, dude, you don't even realize what you signed up for.
Oh, fuck. I forgot your dad watches this.
No. He doesn't watch it.
Okay.
He participates. It's different. Dude, imagine if we went to the next suburb and you couldn't understand the accent. That's what it's like living in the UK.
Right.
So it's like literally each different suburb it's like another country, essentially.
It's the same here. Like, for us, it's like you can understand an Australian, but like they have a different dialect. Whereas someone from a different country might not understand it as much.
No. But you see, at least it's different for the states. Like, so Queensland, like a North Queenslander accent is different to like a New South Wales accent. But even then, if any of these people were overseas, they're just like put on the Aussie, like the real, like almost like a Chris Hemsworth,
real bogan Aussie.
Yes, yeah, like dial it up to like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
See, I don't even really practice any Aussie accents or slang. Like, I think from lots of speech and talking, arguably too much talking if you ask the right people, I've almost effectively eliminated a bunch of slang for nothing. Pauses and weird ways of talking, almost like Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. He missed the bus, so he's walking.
He's
got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
He's
from New Jersey.
He's got a lot to say. He's Christopher Talken. He's
If he was a bird, he'd be Christopher Squawken.
This is almost like the Do You Know game. Like almost. It's just Christopher Walken, Christopher Talken.
Yeah, but it's much harder to find something that rhymes with Christopher and the whole name Christopher than it is
Break it
Walken.
down then. Chris, Mist, Crisp. Nah, it's too close to Chris. We can't really sit in silence, so just kind of think the words that you're saying. Gist. All right. Fur.
Gist of the. We can get this.
Gist of the squawk.
Gist of the squawking.
Okay. So,
if you knew he was a bird, would you get the gist of his squawking? Wait, no. If you knew he was a bird, would you get the gist of his squawking?
Oh, I hope this is good. Honestly, I don't know where we're going with this. Let's go back to... See, because every time do you find when someone goes, hey, do that accent, you just get put on the spot, your brain shuts down?
Yeah, getting put on the spot is much harder, but you got to essentially put yourself in the zone. It's like you're really good at controlling... You're cracking up laughing. You're good at controlling the...
Oh, like the straight face.
Corpsing. Yeah. Like you can deadpan, you can death stare, you can whatever. But when it comes to accents, it's like the same way. You got to get yourself in the zone and to really put yourself in that character.
There's an old school project that we've got reenacting the Romeo and Juliet play. Do you remember that?
Fuck, not that shit.
So there's footage of me not being able to do that because you and I, we had to like do a stare down.
Yeah, was this at the park?
This was at the park.
So
we were like, I'm dressed as
house?
Robin Hood for some reason.
Yeah. And I was just dressed as me from school.
You just
I didn't get out of my sports polo.
No, but in that footage, we're sitting there and
I had a basketball thrown at my head that day.
Oh, if I can find it, there'll be footage here.
There would be footage.
I don't know. There might be.
Insert footage here in event of Barnzey finds the footage.
I don't know, because I think it's on the old hard drive. Like it's got old school YouTube video. Yeah,
We can pretend like we're watching it and then just go, haha, look, dickhead.
Yes, let's pretend we're watching. We're watching this.
We're watching this video that
Go to the YouTube
obviously
version.
up there.
Go to the YouTube version to find out what we're watching, and it's oh look, you got smacked
I
right
got
in the face.
smacked. What an idiot. What an idiot.
What an idiot. Nothing's changed.
Oh. Took me a second to get.
No, we're kind of not we are the same people, but I think
We're slightly more evolved than what we were in high school.
I'd like to think so. There's some people that you look at just in general day-to-day life, like even working customer service. If you see someone and you go, wow, fuck, you're still behind. You're dumb. You're stupid. That's because you're a customer. Buy my shit.
Exactly. No, but like personality-wise, I don't think we've changed much.
No. Like a lot of the core is humor, which has kept us going, because if we weren't funny, at least to ourselves, we would have killed each other by now.
Yeah, this podcast wouldn't have existed.
No.
Yeah, no, this podcast wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have the many fans that we have.
So many fans. All 66. And only some
Especially
of them have
Janice.
names.
Thank you, Janice.
Janice, the best fan.
The best fan.
She hasn't seen yet the last episode.
She really gets this podcast on its feet.
Yes. Yeah, yes. It's more... really dig your toes into it.
It'll knock your socks off.
Really
don't. She'll get too excited. just
really toe-nailing this.
I think you've scraped the bottom of the barrel for that one.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Feet. All right.
Feet. Anyway, Barnzey's starting an OnlyFans where he sells feet pics.
Genuinely, that would make so much money.
That would.
Like, it's even... Like, there's... I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I know that there is some background information as to why people are into feet. It's something about your brain wires literally being crossed. Look, I don't think it's a mental illness. It might just technically be. And there is a guy... You heard of Dr. Andrew Huberman?
No.
No. Okay. So he's like he's not an influencer, but he has a big social media influence, or like presence, I guess. He guests on other podcasts. He talks to many different people. He's got a few good Rogan episodes, actually. And there was one episode, I think it was the Flagrant podcast, where he goes right deep into the foot fetish thing, why it exists. Super informative. Can't remember a single piece of information from it, other than it is tied in some way, shape, or form, the same way that fears develop in children. There is something about feet.
So something maybe childhood related?
Possibly, but even if you experience traumatic events in adulthood, like, that's still enough to affect you.
Like maybe, and I'm just shooting here, but maybe it's something to do with people who are more outdoorsy and tend to be without shoes when they're outdoors, or like they just spend most of their childhood without wearing shoes.
Honestly, not a fucking clue. it sounds like it makes sense. Wouldn't know. We're not doctors.
No, why not?
Podcast idea. We come here dressed as doctors. All the wrong medical information.
No, all the right medical information.
Yes, that's right. Forget what I
Doctors
said.
are always right.
Yeah.
That's why they interrupt you 11 seconds after speaking.
Yeah. Especially they were right about all the COVID stuff, but...
Oof.
No. See, I don't really enjoy it when other people talk about COVID stuff on the podcast, so I've just like pretty much avoided it. This is the first time mentioning it. For those of you who don't know what COVID is, no.
That was the good times, the plague. I wasn't
All
even
six
here.
of them.
I wasn't even here. I got to enjoy some nice, lovely, warm weather in Queensland.
You got to enjoy some heat plague.
Yeah, some heat plague.
How was the heat plague, actually?
It was great, except for the fact that none of my fucking friends were around. So, like, I could go to shopping centers, I could go to work, I could do all sorts of stuff. I could go outside without being without a red dot on my head, just
Without like being forced back into your home by
without starting the Fifth Reich.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to remember what her name was. I couldn't remember how to pronounce her surname.
Gladys.
Yeah, I know Gladys. I don't remember how to say her surname. It's Barajiklian?
Barajiklian?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. The Fourth Reich
The
leader.
Fourth Reich.
That was such a good
If
video.
you go outside, you are going to die.
You will be put to death and shot in the head.
Well, I didn't have to go through that, except for the fact that I couldn't see my friends, and I didn't make any friends when I was in Queensland.
Oh, that's on you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But look, you still...
At least there was Discord and Among Us.
Yeah. Which, actually, a mutual friend of ours watched, like, some of those old videos recently, just, like, I guess for nostalgia purposes, and now YouTube keeps suggesting it, and then he had the audacity to complain to me that YouTube knew what he wanted to watch, and he didn't watch my stuff. How fucking dare he? He needs to consume all my content time and time again.
Who's this?
Jacob.
Ah. A mutual friend. Tell him he should watch it. Jacob, you should watch the 3-hour and 43-minute version.
I told him, like, I put bonus clips scattered throughout, and you can actually see in the analytics when people skip through.
Just watch the ones that I'm in. The one that I'm in.
Are you really only in one of the videos?
Yeah. Oh, well, technically 2 if you count the movie.
Should have joined more, to be honest.
Ratings draw.
I did tell you, like, it's a basic Mafia game. Oh, dude, actually.
Well, I was in all of your Fall Guys videos. Or one of them.
Or one of them. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, did I make more than one? I don't think I did. No. What's your attitude to I guess content creation in general these days?
It's the time to do it. Especially when there's the whole actor strike, writer strike going on.
Something that has nothing to do with us, but has a great segue.
No, no, but like genuinely, because if you're on YouTube or in some cases OnlyFans, it's a good time. Yeah,
Xvideos,
TikTok,
Twitter.
Patreon, Twitter,
X.
X, yeah, X.
Fuck.
What else is there? Twitch, with people's attention span being drawn more towards that kind of content, gaming, vlogging, pornography.
All valid forms of social media.
Yeah, not necessarily in that order.
Dude, there's some people that combine it where they go, they basically like go on a day trip and like vlog, like, oh, it's like, I'm going to Japan. And then they go and they, I don't know, they tour shit, they go to a bar in the night and then they fuck and it's all on video.
Yeah.
Like it's a full...
You can make you can make money by going on a holiday.
Literally. People can support it directly. Buy my OnlyFans.
Was it? Well, Markiplier got millions of views just from eating McDonald's in Japan.
On OnlyFans?
YouTube?
YouTube? Okay. Just checking, because I know there was a thing where he said, if this happens, I'll start an OnlyFans, and then it happened multiple times over, and I wasn't sure if that was related or if that was unrelated.
I think it was a calendar something, and he became his podcast Distractable became number one on. Was it?
Yes, that's what it was. Number one on the podcast charts.
Yeah, was it Apple Music or Apple?
No, any of it. It could have been any of them. But I think Spotify was the one that dethroned it because it was such a big deal because he took the number one spot.
He dethroned Rogan for like how many weeks? Like maybe
I
a
don't
couple?
know. I don't even know if it was more than 1 week, to be honest.
Because there's a way to find
Yeah,
out.
you search it up. So I know Rogan releases 5 episodes a week.
Yeah.
And it really varies from guest to guest. I don't know how they do the scheduling, but pretty much he just talks to whoever's around promoting their shit. So if another comedian's got a comedy special, he'll have them on the same day. If an author releases a book, if an athlete has, I don't know, achieved a goal or won a medal or fucking something, I don't know. I don't listen to the athlete ones, to be honest.
Yeah.
Scientists, whenever he feels like it, and just mates and friends. Pretty much this, but on a much bigger scale. Yeah, and also way more interesting people. Like, we're not very...
Okay, it doesn't say how long it was, but I think my phone's going to think I'm a foreigner because I typed how many weeks was Markiplier #1 podcast.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, like, your phone knows exactly who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it listens to everything.
It does.
It's,
But
even, especially when it's on record.
Especially when it's on record.
Yeah. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I once caught a fish alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Now is the back to the topic at hand. Now is the time to get into content creation
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
that's where people's attention spans are at the moment.
I mean, you could argue that any time is the right time to do content creation, but there is absolutely an oversaturation of everything. So the only way to do it is to pick a niche.
It's healthy competition though, as long as you can, like you said, find your niche, find your gimmick.
Well, it's also about commitment, I think, because like if you don't actually commit to doing something, it just doesn't get done. There's always tomorrow. It's like like bad gym habits when you're like I'm thinking about starting.
One day, you skip one day, or you wait until Monday to do it, or you think, I had a good session at the gym, I'm gonna get some macas just to reward myself, and then you do the same thing the next day, and then you either make the gym pointless or you stop going to the gym altogether.
Yeah, I mean, like that sort of mindset translates to, I don't know, I guess anything that you want to create or achieve, pretty much any milestone that you have that's got like a series of any goal that you have that has a series of milestones, you can very easily fall into that mindset. It's a good thing there are people out there that are actually helping other people who are stuck in that rut. Do you know the name of the guy that I'm about to bring up?
No.
The one from the program?
No.
Okay, so Struthless is the dude's name. I saw him on a podcast, I don't know, years and years ago. Saw he was an artist, like making, I think he released a book at the time, full of like weird illustrations, a story. I can't remember if it was for his daughter.
Yeah, it was for his daughter, the video you showed me.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I listened to him. I was like, this sounds like an interesting guy. I'm going to follow him on socials. Didn't hear anything from him for years and years. Or like I saw it, but didn't really pay attention, if that makes sense. You know how you follow like too many people on Instagram?
Yeah, and you just lose track of like what they're doing, even if they're posting. And
then you're just mindlessly scrolling, but you're not taking any of it in. That happened for years and years. I mean, it still happens. But one thing caught my attention, and it was, he calls it the Alphabet Superset. So I did some research into it, brought it to you. What did you think of the program?
I think it's, to say the least, challenging.
Yeah.
But
very mentally
challenging. In a good way. It's like some people who exercise their brains by doing quizzes and those mind games, not mind games. Mental big brain games on their phone in the morning. I guess puzzles. Why not?
Sounds like you need some mental
big brain games.
You need some mental challenging.
Yeah, but like how in the morning
you're not mentally challenged enough. You need to get further.
That's right. But like how some people do that in the mornings to like get their brain fired up and ready for the day. Yeah, it's like that. It's like a challenging way, but a healthily challenging way to. Enforce your writing capability and motivation.
Did you ever play brain training on the Nintendo DS?
Yes.
So,
I loved that game. Okay. The one that was just automatically installed on every DS.
I don't think it was, but it was definitely on every R4 chip that was not full of pirated games from.
Well, I had the DSXL, and
Yeah.
it was already on there.
Yeah, like actually, like in the system.
Yeah. Was it the guy with the glasses?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like not. I was gonna say Hiroshima's brain training. That's not it.
Fuck, I would get a Nintendo DSXL just for that game and Lego Batman again,
See,
and the dinosaur game that we talked about.
which dinosaur?
You know how there was also a dragon version where you like free roam and then you fight other dragons.
Yeah. Something of giants. Battle of Giants.
Battle of Giants, yeah.
Yeah,
Dinosaurs, dragons, and then there was something else.
I remember playing the dragons one. Maybe I did have a copy of the dinosaur one. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they were good. I don't know. It's really hard to think back on old shit without being blinded by nostalgia. Like, don't get me wrong, nostalgia is a good thing. But even revisiting some of the old stuff, like I recently went and tried to watch In-Betweeners again, and you and I and a few of our friends from high school really enjoyed that show back in the day.
I think it was better as a social viewing.
Yeah. But even then, like, it's still well written enough, I think. But maybe, and the humor type still connects. It's just, maybe it was better back then because we were younger and dumber. So, I don't know.
Like Spaceballs. I reckon if we watch Spaceballs now, we'll probably still laugh, but we probably won't laugh our heads off like we did that time we went down to your old house and we stayed up and watched it in year 12.
Yeah.
I don't think we would laugh that hard. It was like okay, it's like when I watched Land of the Lost for the first time when it came out. I thought it was incredibly funny.
Oh yeah,
we watched it,
yeah.
and then we were both like, nah.
Yeah. We were just like, yeah, this was yeah.
You could see parts of it that were like, oh yeah, kind of funny, but like
kind of like almost.
it was
disappointed.
definitely because it was like childhood funny.
Was that the same sleepover where we played Murder in the Dark and someone hid on top of the fridge?
I wonder who that someone was. Hid on top of my fridge.
Yeah.
My mum's fridge.
Gee, I wonder
if she knew that there were footprints on that on top of that fridge.
She'd be really confused, like dusting. Like, how the fuck did footprints get on top of the fridge?
Why does it smell like feet?
Yeah. Janice.
No ideas.
Yeah.
That was a good game of Murder in the Dark, though.
It was good.
Someone got concussed by my wooden table.
Yeah. It's almost worth playing again as adults with enough people.
Yeah, but like you got to have more people. Like back then when we only had like 4 people willing to play it, it was fine.
It's fun.
But like here, now especially with the gatherings we get.
All right. Pin that idea. We'll revisit it on another future.
Off air.
Yeah,
Off air.
Absolutely. No, that's good. There's a version of Murder in the Dark actually that involves Nerf guns. So you get like I don't know, let's say 12 shots. If there's, hang on, I'm about to burp. So,
did you want me to cough to cover you?
please. Such a funny idea, dude. Nothing beats farts, right? Nothing.
Yeah, it's
stupid.
kind of sad. A poop joke is a weakness.
Okay, so 12 people, 24 bullets. The seeker is blindfolded.
Yeah, I've seen these videos, and there's a specific one where they're in the backyard.
Yep.
There's a tree, there's a swimming pool, and the guy's hanging off the ledge.
Yeah.
He's like moving his hands around and like trying to.
You know what would actually make it a little bit better? So picture that entire scene, but everyone has harmonicas. So if you breathe in and out just like that,
that streamer that had proximity. Was it proximity shot? No,
yeah,
but it was for the Aliens game, and he had a harmonica in his mouth.
Exactly like that, but it's Murder in the Dark.
Yeah.
So actually, that is. I don't even think we have to revisit it later. That's just the whole idea.
No, that's just
Yeah.
harmonicas, blindfolded,
Yep.
or completely in the dark, which would make it more fun.
Have we finished a single thought this episode?
No.
Because we were talking about.
We're talking about Land of the Giants dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book about dinosaurs. What's a good way to help you better your book?
Basically, if you have a structured program.
A structured program? Do tell.
By a man named Struthless.
Struthless. Oh, this sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar because I sent you this program.
You know what you should call this podcast?
Yeah.
Barnzey burns down everyone with ADHD. Because your guests I swear, they all have ADHD.
It might just be a reflection of myself. Because you know when you self-diagnose things and then you start to think that patterns that you notice are part of other things. So as soon as you don't talk to a professional about it, it just becomes mental gospel until you forget. Like, I've been told so many different things that I'll tell you off air. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I almost have the whole collection.
You have a Bible.
I have the Bible of mental illness.
Anyway, back to the program.
Back to the program. So, the program itself. Do you want me to explain it?
Yeah,
Okay.
by all means. That's why I'm here.
Effectively, if you structure your weeks A to Z, pretty much look at that calendar right there. So
That would have been a perfect time to just run off set.
yeah,
Look over there.
look over there. We're doing a visual joke that's not even on camera. Look at that calendar, and pretty much every corresponding date will have a letter, and it's got built-in rests, so you don't burn yourself out. Like, the whole program is incredibly well thought out.
And you don't have to do it within that day.
No, it's within that week.
Yeah.
So it starts on that date, pretty much. And all you have to do is set your own creative parameters. And then you've got the freedom to do whatever you want, as long as it's within those self-setting parameters. Like that part, I'm going to burp. You're supposed to cough. Is so important. It's important to create the parameters for yourself. Like it's kind of, it does make sense in the in the documents. When you see it, it would have really helped if you read it, to be completely honest. But effectively, there are 9,000 people doing this program at the same time, you and I included. So do you want to pretend that you haven't told me already what you want to do for this program?
I've never told you what I want to do for this program.
Not once.
You have no clue what I want to do for this program. But yes, go on.
This is the first time hearing what you want to do for this program.
What program? What am I doing? I haven't done anything.
No, but you. All right. Do you want me to tell you what I'm doing for the program?
Oh yeah, please. I've never heard of it.
Okay, so this is bullshit. I told you 5 minutes ago. All right.
Barnzey burns down everyone with ADHD.
I will set you on fire in your sleep. Now,
Your room is right next to mine. Your room will burn too.
it will actually.
Wait, no, we live in a warehouse. What are you
Yes,
talking about?
yeah, definitely.
Because we sold the house for the studio.
Yeah, we live in this is a studio warehouse, and this is because the podcast is doing so well, making so much money on OnlyFans, selling feed pics. Now, this program effectively allows you to do whatever you want. So, we've always discussed about making YouTube videos pretty much since we were, 13 or 14?
Since we met.
Pretty much when we were 13 or 14.
13 and or 14.
Yeah.
There was a time where we
13 and 14.
There was a time where we almost worked on one together. Like where I came to yours and we were intending to make one.
What was that?
That was in high school.
Yeah.
I think it was Five Nights at Freddy's actually.
Well, because I remember recording.
It was a thing because you didn't want to get in trouble with your dad for making YouTube videos, so you had me come over.
Because by the time I met you, I'd definitely uploaded like 12 videos to
The swearing alphabet.
Swearing alphabet. Got in trouble for that one. Don't know what I said for N. And it's probably
You said
on,
no.
It's probably I did. It's probably on that same hard drive that has the Romeo and Juliet video. I gotta find it.
Maybe.
I gotta find it. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know, because I do remember recording, but it wasn't screen recording. It was stand behind your mate while they're playing, way too close probably, and holding it might have been an iPod Touch that I used to film it. But those videos do exist somewhere.
Oh yeah, you before we could afford screen recording.
Yeah.
And before OBS was a thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because at that point, what was it? Bandicam only allowed 10 minutes at a time?
Yeah, for free, yeah.
For free, yeah. Because, I mean,
We couldn't afford it. We want money.
Exactly. We were children.
It's like, get a job.
Yeah.
We're underage.
By a fucking mile. We're so underage, we used a different measuring system.
Exactly. No, because I used to I never uploaded anything or really uploaded anything. But when I was 14 and I would jump on the Xbox, I had a camera set up And I once got caught by Dad. I was like, oh shit.
You're like, oh, the embarrassment is too much.
He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I came out with that. I'm like, a recording for YouTube. He's like, okay.
What are you doing? Bringing dishonor to this family.
Bring dishonor to this family.
Dude, before I forget, okay? So that party that we went to over the weekend, there was one of the funniest things that's happened in the past couple of months.
After I left?
Yes. That's why I forgot. And I specifically didn't tell you to say for the recording. We watched Sausage Party.
Okay.
Okay? We weren't
pretty
sober.
funny.
So it was funnier. But it was at Daz's house. Okay? Daz has a sound system. Like a proper...
Like a sound bar? Like a subwoofer?
Yeah. Subwoofer, surround sound speakers, everything. Have you seen Sausage Party for starters?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the food orgy at the end?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So every
People
single
who
time...
haven't seen Sausage Party know that scene.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Actually, fun fact, they put that scene in and made it so ridiculously over the top so that when censors see the movie and go, fuck, that was too far, you got to cut that. It was bait so that they could keep some of the other fucked stuff out throughout the movie. But Sony said, no, it's fine, keep it in. And even Seth Rogen was like, what?
You what?
You'll let me keep it in? I don't know if that's an accurate Seth Rogen, but I know he does like...
No, but I can picture him the exact same way you said it.
Like, all right, cool.
All right, cool. Because he produced it, yeah?
Yeah. I think, no, he wrote it as well. So he wrote the movie and he was talking about it for, I think, 7 or 8 years. And no studio would pick it up because of the crude nature of it. And like one of the main points is it was like, well, I mean, is it really... Are they really fucking if they're food? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. But Sony was brave enough to say, yeah, we'll make your movie.
It took him 7 years?
No, I think longer. I think a lot longer. It took him 7 years at least to sell the movie to a studio to actually get it made.
He should have followed the Alphabet Superset method.
He really should have. We'll get back to that in a second. So when that scene played with the sound system, right? 1 second, I'm about to burp. You're supposed to cough. Such a stupid bit. Now, yeah, when that scene played with the bass boost, every single action.
That's going to be annoying for you later.
No, it'll just be a bump. This one squeaks. That's worse. That is so much worse. That's why I've got it. So yeah, this is like the 4th time saying it. Every single time an action happened, it was bass boosted and you could feel it in the air.
It vibrates through the floor.
Seriously, like fucking everything.
Did you guys watch it in the main living room or the rumpus?
The one with the red couches. Spoilers.
More on that later.
Much
later episodes.
Much later.
Much later episodes.
But yeah, dude, it was like...
That would be very funny.
It was like it was in the air. Like, you feel everything, and it was so fucking ridiculous.
The only thing that would make it better,
yeah.
like you don't get rid of the sound bar, the subwoofers, the digital surround sound.
Yeah.
Add 3D glasses. If you could watch it in 3D with the digital surround sound.
All right. Without naming them, the first couple friends that we have, they were watching it too, and he had never seen the movie before. He was shocked, but also had a great time as well. She fell asleep.
I know which couple you're talking about. Not to name names.
No, specifically not to name names.
No, we're not going to do that.
Seriously, if you were there as well, we were almost crying with laughter. That's how fucking funny. It was hysterical. And then I found out later the scene goes for 8 minutes. We were laughing the whole time.
It's a long time.
It's a long fucking scene. But dude, such a good movie. Like I thought
it's pretty fucked though.
It's pretty fucked. But it was worth revisiting. I watched that in theaters when it came out. Like that was an experience.
I still remember when the announcement came and everyone was like, Seth Rogen wrote a kids movie, and then we saw the Red Band trailer. And we're like, oh, yeah. This is a Seth Rogen movie.
There's the potato he gets peeled.
Yeah,
and he's Irish.
It's a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah, dude, there was actually a lot more in that movie that I even realized. Like there are two like Israeli Palestinian characters meant to represent the Israel-Palestine conflict, and like the whole movie they're fighting. and it just never really registered to me as like that's what that was, like, rather than just like funny Middle Eastern characters with their accent. And then one of them turned out to be Edward Norton, not the original MCU Hulk, as he's most commonly known.
Yeah. And the murderer from Glass Onion, which he'll now be commonly known as.
I don't know if that was true.
Not
I
at that
can't
time.
remember.
At that time, it wasn't.
At the time, that was true. No, because that movie hadn't come out. Also, Murder Mystery just spoiled the mystery.
Oh, if you haven't seen it by now,
If you haven't seen it and you want to see it, you would have seen it by now.
yeah, you should have seen it by now. I'll steal the script for Batman 2 and then
Yeah.
spoil it and be like,
Yeah.
"Pff, haven't seen it? That's your fault."
Actually, so you remember like one of the very first test recordings we ever did for a podcast setup? Or we were just
I
talking
remember.
about-
I remember.
Okay, yeah, about Rob Bat. Now, recently he came out with a statement about the Batman 2. If there was a Robin, even Robin Pattinson was like, no, he has to be a kid. He has to be 13. It has to be within the Batman lore.
Tom Holland.
Dude, Tom Holland's our age. He's too old.
Yeah, I know. And he looks fucking great for his age. We look normal for our age.
We're not Hollywood superstars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he keeps he keeps taking adult roles as like a way to break out. Like you see it with Disney actors and shit all the time. Like I think a lot of people forget that Ariana Grande was a Disney Channel star before she was a pop star.
Yeah, I forget that.
Yeah,
I forgot until you just brought it up.
see my point exactly. So
And Tom and Drake. Tom and Drake?
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. Tom and Jerry.
So Tom and Jerry,
Drake and Josh.
The cat and the dog? No, the cat and the mouse. Cat in the hat? Just mixing
Too
everything.
many segues.
Yeah. It's like, do you remember like that one time we spent half an hour walking between house parties and we just like connecting?
Segued from The Walking Dead.
Everything was connected
Everything
to
was The Walking Dead. Old. Herschel is old. How the fuck do we keep getting
Walking
here?
Dead? Yeah. No, that
was
only,
the- what
I
a-
think that's only funny for us. To be
Yeah,
honest.
but it's like Shane. Shane is dead. Dead. Walking Dead. It's like stupid shit like that.
It's like, yeah, watch this. KFC. And then it was, oh fuck, I don't remember.
It was KFC. It was, I think it was Kentucky. Kentucky's a state in America. America. What happens in the America? Walking Dead. How do we get here? So
I don't know, it's just
half
like-
an hour of stupid shit like that.
just ridiculous leaps. I don't know, just trying to entertain ourselves on a walk that we could have. No, we couldn't
we
even
were
have
going,
drove.
yeah, we were going to Ryan's house. No, because neither of us had our P's.
We were too, weren't we?
It was his pool party.
Uh,
Yeah, it was a summer pool party. It was
Australia
the
Day?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
the beginning of year 11.
Just to put a date on it, 2016.
16,
Yeah. Fuck, we're old. Old? Herschel's
Oh.
old?
Why do we always end up here? How the fuck?
That's essentially what the bit was.
For half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw a dude on a motorcycle. Daryl Dixon rides a motorcycle.
Daryl Dixon, Walking Dead. Not even that good of a bit. It was
It's
just,
just so dumb.
personal entertainment.
Yeah.
I can't think of a segue to get back onto the Alphabet Superset. So
7 years. It may be longer. It wouldn't have taken that long if he followed the Alphabet Superset.
nice. Hang on, I'm about to burp. Thank you.
Should have moved the mic for that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, do you want to reveal what your superset thing is, or do you want me to reveal mine?
Well, I haven't got one for every letter.
Not what the letters are, but like what's the
Oh,
project?
the big reveal for the project.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book. Next
Spoilers
segment.
from,
Next segment.
and I guess something that I pitched to you about writing this book, because I think you and I both suffer from writer's block when we go, all right, we've had
Very
busy.
easy. Yeah, if I work for more than 3 hours on it, I
It's like if
crash.
you work more than 3 hours, I can't think of anything else other than work. It's like I'm just stuck. I can't do anything else.
If I work on a book for more than 7 years,
Yeah.
I get writer's block.
6 years
Context,
is
I've
fine.
been working on this since year 11.
Yeah, dude, I've been hearing about ideas back and forth, and it's just maybe this program will help, like, I guess,
Nudge
push
it in the
things
right
along.
direction.
Yeah, or at least further develop ideas. Because even doing the background of this whole, endeavor, the worksheets at the beginning really open your mind up creatively to the foundations and like the beginnings of what the project is supposed to be. And it's vague enough for anyone to interpret it however they want to creatively. Like I saw on the Discord server, there's a dude doing like sculptures, and it still fits within this same program. So literally the same foundation can be used for writing a book, building sculptures, or my thing. I'm going to try and learn a new skill and make a YouTube video out of it every single week.
Okay.
So even if you look at that calendar again, what's just like, I don't know, think of skills, pick a letter, any of them, doesn't matter which.
E.
E, okay. Why'd you pick E?
Because you said pick a letter.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to put you on the spot
You
twice.
put me on the spot twice in one episode.
Okay, so what skill or thing, like let's just start naming things starting with E. Because...
Ending. Come up with an ending.
Ending.
End goal.
Right, as in like what everything is supposed to build towards?
Yeah, what everything's supposed... Not necessarily within... Thank you.
No worries.
Flawless timing.
As always.
Oh, a bit of the steak came up.
Keep it down.
But like, not just an ending for one book. An ending for like, where will this whole thing go?
So the story's ending.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not allowed to touch that until the 9th of October, according to this plan.
According to this plan, yes.
So let's think. I want to try to think of something.
That's in 5 weeks.
5 weeks, yes, it is. So I guess what things start with E? I don't know, just elephant, there's nothing. Everything, that's nothing.
Everyone.
Skill starting with E. Or like activities. Anything, come on.
Excitement. Exciting action.
That's an adjective. I need
a verb.
A verb. We'll start with a verb.
I forget my verbs.
I need to think of... Okay, we got to pick a different letter then. I can't think of anything starting with E.
B. That might be easier.
B. Beat Saber. See? So I could very easily jump into Beat Saber, record both ends, do a video, bin it. Oh, that's another thing. They tell you like what duration it's going to... like what it's going to be. So if you're documenting it, I've set myself 5 minutes. Like, don't make the video longer than 5 minutes. Because right at the end, if you tie them all together, remember there's 26, that comes to about 2 hours and 5 minutes of this massive project. So week by week, fill out each entry, and then after it's all done, tie it all together into one big creative output. That's kind of the general gist of the goal of what you're supposed to look at. Like, it's supposed to be each individual little project, then it all comes together to one big thing. And I encourage anyone listening to keep listening, but also to try the program for yourself. Because
if you're working on something creative, content creation or otherwise,
anything, making, produce, just anything creative, it'll work.
But only if it's creative, not if it's logistic. If it's logistic, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. We don't like numbers.
Yes.
Actually, I like numbers.
Well, you like numbers a lot, actually.
You
like 26 of them specifically.
There's
more than 26 there.
There are.
There's about, let's just say
52,
3 per thing. So yeah,
there's at least 52 numbers on that board, and that's just that side. To be honest, there's more, and you can interpret.
Wait, is there extra? Sorry, I'm just gonna.
There is.
This is very anti-podcast tradition, but
I guess you can go take a look, because I use both sides of the whiteboard.
Holy shit.
Look, there's not that many numbers, I think.
No, there's not. I just wanted to say holy shit.
Yeah. I hope that comes up on the recording.
It'll be very faint.
It would be very faint. That's alright. Because you didn't put it back properly, it's harder for me to see now, but that's alright.
It looks like you got to rearrange the room.
Oh, jeez. It's like I plan to do that anyway. I don't know, let's pick another fucking letter.
Z. It's challenging.
It is very challenging. Zoo. Just go to the zoo.
Zooey mama.
Zooey mama. Okay.
Next letter. R. Not for rest.
No, it's the R as in the...
The RR.
The R as in January.
As in rated R.
Yes.
make my book rated R.
Rating.
That's possible, but
I mean, I don't know if that works for you.
what, making it rated R, or just
No, like,
choosing
like
the
thing.
letter R?
For like choosing the letter R, right? You choose the letter R and you say, "Oh, I'm going to make the book the rated R." How does that?
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't.
D for dinosaurs.
Just write about dinosaurs.
S for SCPs.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So wait. You're attributing topics to write about.
No. Well, yes and no. That can be implemented in each letter.
Well, you got to once you set
apart.
the parameter. If you say yes, each letter is going to be a topic to write about. Something is going to come out of writing each topic. So even by the end, if you don't have a book, you'll have a fuck ton of information, and maybe you'll be on a good enough roll to, I guess, keep writing.
L, limitations.
Yes, as in limitations.
As in, that can be a thing of like, what do I stop myself from writing about? Where do I set the line of like, okay, this isn't, sci-fi is not my goal, for example.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same reason Robert Kirk... How do we always get to Walking Dead?
I don't know.
Robert Kirkman wrote The Walking Dead without the intention of getting sci-fi about it, and like not
Did
getting
he
it.
get sci-fi?
No, he actually never. He explained his headcanon in an interview, but that's as far as it goes to explaining how the zombie apocalypse started.
And we're about to burp.
Getting better.
One day they'll be in sync, but I'm out of Pepsi, so.
Yeah. But he never intended to write about the origins of the zombie apocalypse. Just this is what the consequences are. So if I can do something similar and be like, I don't want to explain the genetics,
Genetics, I think, is the correct word. Geneticism is made
I
up.
feel like it is. Okay, the geneticism of dinosaurs.
All words are made up. Continue.
You're made up.
Yes. Everything.
Don't want to
is made up.
explain the geneticism of dinosaurs, so I make up something
Yeah.
to keep me from doing the sci-fi thing.
You make up a pseudoscience? Like fake.
Well, I'm not spoiling what, but you and I have discussed the idea of how I'm gonna.
Yes.
And I think it's cool because as far as I'm concerned, no one's done this in terms of dinosaur fiction. As far as I can think, no one's done it.
I know you consume a lot of dinosaur media. Is there any? Sorry, I'd take a mental image
Dino media.
of like a raptor at a news
It
desk.
is.
It's got like a
We
tie.
thought the same thing.
Actually,
Yes. God damn it. We've known each other for 10 years, man.
yeah. Is it
Actually,
almost 10 years?
2013. Well, we met in 2012, but we became properly friends when that Tamagotchi went off
Yeah,
in 2013.
yeah, and it was yeah. Holy
That's
shit! man, it
how
actually
we're
was
so in
weird.
sync. That's how we're so in sync.
Oh,
But yes,
but-
Dino Media.
Yeah, we're not we're not good friends though.
No, we don't even know each other.
No, I've got no idea who you are.
Yeah, nah. You're just my housemate, but
Fuck.
I've never met you.
I was meant to tell you at the start of the episode to like be like, yeah, this is the first time meeting, and that was going to be a recurring bit where we just like keep referencing that. But I think we've got enough ongoing bits. But for strangers, that's a lot.
Well, it's been nice meeting you,
It's been nice meeting you,
John.
Leonard.
Sheldon. No, but I
Genuinely, I cannot think of any other L names. Don't say Leo because that's just Leonard
Lance.
shortened. Lance. Name another one. Larry.
the way you said that, Larry.
Larry.
Larry. But no, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anyone's done that in dinosaur media.
Definitely explore that path then.
Yeah, definitely look more into it and then capitalize on it.
Yes, for sure. Now,
But you and I both know the idea I came up with,
Yes.
and then the idea that you came up with, which I think would be very funny for a comedy counterpart.
you did write it down, yeah?
Yeah,
Good, because I remember saying, oh yeah, like after we laughed, did we laugh a bit? We usually laugh a bit after we talk.
of course we do,
Okay.
because everything we say is a fucking joke.
Hilarious. Now, we never joke. It's always serious.
I'll drink to that.
So will I, but there's nothing.
You'll breathe to that is what you will do.
Never heard anyone utter that sentence before, ever. That must be an original sentence. I'll breathe to that. like, cheers, man. I'll breathe to that.
How much have you had to drink?
It's like you got the.
Oh no, you can say that. You can
test.
say that if you're smoking weed.
Yes. Cheers, man. I'll breathe to that. Fuck, that's good. Oh shit. You know, I did actually write out a list of activities, and I'm gonna break the fourth wall and use. I never plan on even using the notebook.
Break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
How many times have we done that in this podcast?
I don't know. Audience, you understand. All 6 of you.
Janice.
So for why? Okay, because like part of one of the worksheet questions was to like, hey, just to make sure that your idea is concrete, pick 5 random letters, and then see if you can come up with shit to fill that topic with, and then just, I guess, fill it out, and then see what you can come up with. So I got Y, T, D, J, P, V, and B. So B was cheating when you said B, Beat Saber. I already knew that because I wrote it down like 2 hours ago.
I didn't know you wrote that down.
Yeah, well, because I did the homework, unlike everyone else, apparently. Which is a complete script flip, to be honest. I never did homework. Not once.
That's true.
True. There was like
I think I did more homework than you in high school.
One time, I think it was maybe like 2 days before I went to the UK in 2012. I didn't tell my parents that I had a project to do that I had to start and finish in a single night because I could escape it by just going to the UK. That's what I intended on doing. And then my house leader, do you remember who it was? Without saying?
Yes. Because you were red, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Called my parents. And I remember rushing around trying to get this shit done. And effectively, my parents took it over and then did the project for me. It worked like a fucking charm. 80%.
Yeah, you were not well renowned for doing homework in high school. I remember in drama when we were given that worksheet, I was like, I'm nearly finished. Are you okay? And you're like, I'm nearly started.
Nearly started, yeah. No, it was better than that. It was like almost like they were like, nearly started.
Yeah.
All right, things you can do for Y, okay? Not you, me, but I'm reading it as if you're telling me, but I wrote it down because I told myself.
The only thing missing is a fireplace. It's a good thing you have a green screen.
Yoga. Yogi. All right. Then it gets weird. Yogi Bear trivia. I'm going to master it.
It's a weird thing. All right.
Yard work. So just, I don't know, I'll just go mow the lawn. Turn it into a YouTube video. Today's challenge is to mow the lawn.
How to mow the lawn. This is almost like some Mr. Heist bullshit. Right?
Basically, yeah. Okay. T. Can you think of any activities or anything starting with T? Just off the top of your head. If you were doing this for yourself, if you were doing my skill set, not skill set, the Alphabet Superset skill set, that's what I'm calling it. Okay? Any activities that would start with T.
Tea-towel fight.
A tea-towel fight. A 5-minute tea-towel
fight.
Towel fight. Tea-towel? Towel or origami. You know when you go to hotels and you see like they've turned your, like, I don't know, bath towel into a swan?
I was thinking more like they turned the blankets into looking like someone got choked out with a phone cord, but...
That is a skill as well. Basically, if the goal is to learn skills, technically, that would fit. I got Tetris, toast, in brackets, making it.
Are you going to make a video of yourself
making toast? Well, it's an art. You got to get, there are different types of toast. Some people don't know.
Cooking raw toast.
Medium rare toast. Well done, Congratulations, toast.
Please don't burn the studio down.
No, that'd be fine.
Please don't burn the warehouse down.
And then traps. Like no, not the muscle traps. I mean
actual
like
traps.
I mean like
haha, you got trapped.
Tie a rope with a stick and I don't know, traps.
Okay.
All right. D. Anything?
Dinosaurs.
Okay, that's your one. I can't take your one.
I'm getting better at this.
You're getting any activity starting with D. Literally anything. Dennis. That's right. That was tennis, but with a D. It ended up being a name. D. No, there's nothing. But I wrote down dealing cards, delivery, and design.
Delivery?
Delivery, I don't know.
Joke delivery?
Or
delivery.
As in,
How
like-
to deliver. How to be a delivery boy.
I'm going to go get a job as a postman just for a 5-minute YouTube video and then quit. All right, Jay. I only got juggling or journalism. There's no in between.
Juggling while being a journalist.
Yeah. Juggling, journalism, and something else that starts with J. I could make a jackass video. I don't know. That's almost not worth it considering some of the shit that they put themselves through. Kind of funny, though. Did you watch Jackass very much when you were younger?
Not a lot, but I watched enough.
Enough to be like, I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve-O is fucking killing it. He's a proper stand-up comedian now. Yeah, he's doing well. For P, pitch a tent.
Okay.
The skill of peer pressure. And puzzles. Any one of those could work.
Okay.
V, virtual reality, video editing, or
Virginity loss.
or virgin. Hey guys, subscribe to my
just
OnlyFans.
pretend. Just pretend.
It's like, today I'm going to steal this person's virginity.
You and I both know that neither of us.
No.
We're not getting into that.
We're not getting into that. That's another story. That was almost a bit
That's
like,
a story for off camera.
that's an off-camera
Maybe for a stand-up bit. If you feel
I'll tell you something off air.
because I'm comfortable with you telling the story if you're comfortable telling the story
Of
as a stand-up bit.
my one or your one?
Our one.
Our one. I've got
Housewarming party 2021.
Is that a virginity story?
No. Well,
Is it?
it's a story.
I'm not telling that one.
Yeah, no.
I'm amazed you brought that up. Okay, and the other one was Visual Basic, which is coding. So it is a skill, but I don't know. The VR one and video editing are going to be much, much easier. And it's... Well, look, it's on the back end of the calendar. We'll see what happens in March. And, yeah, the only other one I covered B was Beat Saber. So, basically, it became a foolproof concept. So I would suggest you come up with multiple things for it in case you get stuck, or if you want to do multiple for the same prompt, just to, like, I guess, get yourself going further and further, just to be your own benefit. Highly recommend it. Sorry, I should have warned you I was about to burp. Thank you.
I'm getting better.
A little bit. That one was on me, to be completely honest. Like, I really felt like I let down the team that time.
The
team. All one of us.
Okay.
You have it?
Okay.
I don't even know how much of that is on camera. I haven't shown you the framing of the shot yet, but it's all good.
We'll see. Imagine if I wasn't even in the frame the entire time.
Yeah, this like the podcast is on me.
Who's your guest? Her.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
I mean, that only really works with that.
Just Tom.
Yes, and that setup that I showed you. You walked in and you're like, "Hey, nice setup." And
You're like, dude.
which one? I've changed so many things around the studio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Studio warehouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
The warehouse we live in. It's so cold in here.
It's fucking chilly.
If only they could provide a heater in the warehouse.
Ridiculous.
I know.
Terrible workplace conditions. And the pay. Fuck.
Pay's atrocious.
If the pay to
Not
be
even
here.
Saturday rates.
No. It's like it's January rates. It's what that is. It's too much. All right. So I guess closing statements.
Wait, haven't we got anything else to talk about?
I mean, we can talk about the writer's strike, but I don't know how. I'm not super well informed in it, and I did ask you before we started recording what you
How
know.
long have we been talking?
About an hour and 2 minutes and 47 seconds, roughly. And that's why that's there.
Good use for the timer.
And that was a break of the fourth wall because that is not in the shot.
There's nothing there.
No,
There's
absolutely nothing.
Nothing there.
I conjured that number from memory.
Yeah, it's just a big fuck off clock. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm just always counting in my head. I'm
Yeah.
not listening to you. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be so annoying.
It would be really annoying. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Do you know
Closing
much about the
statement.
writer's strike?
I don't know much about the writer's strike. I just know much about the actor's strike and how everything's been pushed to the side.
So that's being pushed aside because the writers are on strike. So the writers are part of the same union as some of the actors, and because the writers have gone on strike.
Well, if the actors aren't being paid enough, how do you think the writers feel?
Well, there are some writers who would work for Netflix and
they get paid more than the actors, or just
no,
more.
No.
Just
I was going to say
rate.
less. They'd be paid under $1,000 for shows that went viral, and viral in the sense of like in the top 10 of Netflix with millions of users, and they get paid.
That's a shame.
Fuck all. Yeah,
that's a shame.
Actors were aware of it. But...
a writer shouldn't need, especially if they're going to be writing multiple scripts.
And they're pressured to as well. Like it's their,
they've got a time crunch.
It's still their dream to write, but when it becomes work and then you're not compensated for it, obviously you're going to get pushed further and further.
Yeah, but then you need another job on the side just to be able to fund it. If you're not making enough from those, right? Like you said, like only under $1,000.
It's and that's like those are the big ones. Imagine how fucked over the little writers are getting. Yeah, so like that's why it's so important that independent shit gets done.
They should have followed the Alphabet Superset skill set.
The skill set one is only for the Alphabet Superset skill set is what I'm calling my one specifically. It's just Alphabet Superset. Just so you 11, 12, 13,
potato
14, yes, 15, 16, 17. Just carry on the bit. We can't have dead air. It doesn't work.
But no, tell me more about the writer strike.
So, I think it's been going on for, I don't know, it's been a few months now. Dude, actually, so on the same street that they were in, because, you know, America weather is opposite, they were in the beating sun, and I'm pretty sure one of the big Hollywood companies paid, not a removalist company, I don't know, they pulled some strings, paid some money for people, and they literally like ripped the trees out of the street that were giving people shade, just so that they would get tired sooner and get back to work. Like real greedy corporate shit. It didn't stop them though. That was fucking ages ago. You know, some actors were like, oh, shut up, you get paid enough. And then because they weren't big enough actors, it became known that their publicist was like, hey, you fucking get in that picket line right now and you change your opinion right now. And then suddenly the next day, they're right there doing the exact opposite of what they said. Kind of funny. Not going to name names because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve the 66 viewership.
Oh, well, with me on the show, 67.
67, that's right, yeah. You don't watch the show.
No, me being on the show.
Yeah, you're like,
numbers spike drastically. You saw how my hand moved? That much.
Dude, you've actually given me an idea. I'm going to break the fourth wall again. If I hung a mirror right there, we can see what the shot looks like from here. That would work like a fucking charm.
There's only one thing missing from that.
What?
The fucking mirror.
Of course. How did I not see? Because I didn't have a mirror.
If we had a mirror, we would put it in the home gym.
Yeah.
Not in here.
In the studio.
The home studio gym.
Home studio warehouse gym.
Came with the studio.
It did.
Came with the warehouse.
It really did. No.
Because no one works out besides us two.
No. No one in the world.
No one uses protein or creatine.
Nope. No one. No one even knows what it is. We're scientists.
It's steroids.
They are. It's you've outed us, but we have been doing a lot of steroids recently.
Yeah, poor Just Tom thought we were clean.
No. He should have joined the bandwagon, to be honest. Like they say, don't give in to peer pressure, but
imagine if Just Tom just got on steroids.
That would be so funny. that would like, because like
Just Tom, join us. Get on the creatine. Get on the whey protein.
Like what? Unless you're like a weightlifter, what practical use does steroids even have?
If you don't actually work out, it actually makes you fat and angry.
It's like that's.
Have you seen the episode of My Name Is Earl where Randall wants to lose weight and he gets on steroids, but because he doesn't go to the gym, he just gets very angry and he stays fat.
That's actually really funny. I never got into My Name Is Earl.
You see a lot of wrestlers, MMA fighters, and just people in sports in general and movies.
Why?
They get off steroids and suddenly they get fat.
I have seen about that. Explain to me the premise behind My Name Is Earl, because I only ever remember seing Channel 9 and Channel
Do you want the
Go
whole show or that episode?
The premise of the show.
Premise of the show is a guy named Earl. I can't remember what his last name is.
Doesn't matter. His name's Earl.
His name's Earl. My name is Earl. And he's got a brother. He's got a brother. His name's Leonard.
Mm-hmm. Actually?
No.
Okay. What it's
My name is Randall.
Randall. Okay.
Yeah. And then he's got a friend named Crab. My name is Crab.
They all kind of sound like trailer trash names. Am I on the money for that one?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty much trailer trash show.
Nice.
And then Earl's got this ex-wife. My name is Joy.
Joy. Yep.
And they got fuck, what's her name? The
honestly, I don't know. I have no idea.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, the premise of the show is they're trailer park trash people who have done really bad things in their lives, except for Randall. He's a dumb sweetheart. And Earl has this list because he believes so hard in karma, and he needs to make up for every bad deed he's done. And
So
that's
he
the
just
premise of
writes
every
down-
episode, yeah.
Wait, so he's written down every bad deed he's ever done?
Every bad deed he's ever done, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's what every episode is. It's just ticking off the list. So it's like, it's a continuing story, but with repetitive episodes. A bit like The Simpsons, a bit like...
Is it motifs? Is that...
I think so.
That might be the right word. I don't know. Wait, I don't speak movie. Oh no, it's not even a movie. It's a TV show.
I don't speak TV.
I don't speak TV.
You speak TV.
Schmitters.
Smithers.
Simpson, eh?
Simpson, come crawling back, eh? He's at home, is like crawling through the vent, comes out. Come crawling back, eh?
Have you seen the difference of voice in the voice actor for Marge? Because you know how it's a raspy voice.
Have I seen or heard?
I guess heard. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
It's really deteriorated. It's like it's
Over the course of like every 5 to 10 seasons, yes, it deteriorates.
well. Remember, she's been doing it for decades. That's too good.
What am I saying? What can I say? Well, I've gotten better at impressions.
Yeah, we really have.
Not all of them fortunate.
No, and some of them are only just one word, like homie. But other than that, no,
I was always good at Kermit and Elmo.
yeah, dude, I used to be able to do the South Park voices, and then
I like Cartman and
Cartman, Kyle, Stan,
Timmy.
yeah, and Timmy.
Timmy.
Timmy. Dude, actually, South Park is so fucking inclusive that they put disabled characters in when executives told them that they shouldn't because it's making fun of them. But it was literally like it
To be
wasn't
inclusive.
Yeah, and it was like, hey, people like this exist, and they were given their own character arcs and stories, and they're some of the best characters in the show, like unironically. Like fucking mad props to those guys. Like the South Park writers and creators would never go on strike because of how good they've got it. Like I heard there's do you know the Kanye West bit with the fish sticks? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No. Okay. So why'd you say yes?
Go on.
There's an episode where they make fun of Kanye West, and what do? They you know what? If you don't know the backstory, it's really hard to explain, and as you know, jokes only get funnier if you explain them. So I'm not gonna try.
Yes.
But he did. The way the joke even came about is that Bill Hader was involved actually. The creators, I think it might have been Trey Parker. He's like, all right, boys, we're going fly fishing. Like, what? And they go, okay, we'll do it. Why not? And the method was boring the writers so much that they just start doing bits, and whatever gold comes out of that bit is what they were going to do for the episode. And then literally there was a moment of, has anyone made that joke? Write it down. And then that's how like the premise of the episode came about. It's like literally just going out and doing shit. So I propose that we go out and start doing random shit and just like work on bits over and over and over again until either they don't become funny or that they just don't become usable, and like we're just making ourselves laugh pretty much, because honestly we need more bits.
Yeah, we do.
really do.
Especially for the TV show you want to work on.
Yeah. See, nah, it doesn't fit into the Alphabet Superset.
I've come up with an idea, and I'm glad we're on air for me to discuss this.
Oh, do tell.
You should use this logo in one of the caves. Like have it be, you know how in
Or like hieroglyphics in the background.
yes,
Yeah.
like you know how in the Ice Age there was those cave paintings and stuff. That's the consistent cave painting.
Dude, actually, so Raiders of the Lost
sponsorship.
Ark. Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Obviously, there's scenes in Egypt. There are hieroglyphics of R2D2 and C3PO. As
Yeah, I
reference.
noticed. Yeah, I've gone back and watched that after I saw. I can't remember what video it was. It was like 10 secrets about Indiana Jones you didn't know, or some shit like that. One of those kind of videos.
Yeah.
And I went back and I'm like, holy shit, it is too.
Yeah, it really is. But there's also a connection in, I want to say, Revenge of the Sith? I don't know. E.T. shows up. E.T. and his species.
Yeah.
Dude, when I first saw that, I was high out of my mind in a hospital bed.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
I
during
saw
that meeting, yeah.
Yeah. I saw it for myself. I was like, wait a minute, is that E.T.? And
Yeah.
I thought it was me. It wasn't. It was the movie. That was like a reference to, I don't know, Spielberg, Lucas.
Yeah, that I noticed that when I got back into Star Wars when The Force Awakens was being hyped. I was like, holy shit, it is too.
Dude, there's, are you much into new Star Wars or not really?
Not the extended universe, not the canon.
Not the Disney Plus shows or anything like that?
Not particularly. Like maybe I'd be open to watching them in the future. Like I was, as open as I was to watching Obi-Wan. But aside from the main 3 trilogies, no, not really.
Did we both try and watch Star Wars Visions? The
Yes,
anime
we
one?
did. I fell asleep during one of them.
So did I, and it might have been a different one or the same one. It would be unfortunate if it was the same one. But
Yeah.
I know some of our mates enjoyed that.
I think it was the one after the Luke and Leia retold story.
There
You know,
was no-
the brother and sister one.
Oh yeah. With the umbrella lightsabers.
So I'm interested in reading. I like to read about the extended canon. I don't like to watch it.
Well, it's a good thing there's a lot of extended canon literature as well. Like it's all been made non-canon, but there are heaps of good stories. There is one actually where a TV show is being adapted for it. So the Ahsoka TV show
Yes.
has got some stuff with
There's another one for someone of the same species.
yes, but there's a character called Admiral Thrawn, I think. Have you seen it? There's the blue guy.
Yeah. He's the one. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of Cad Bane. You just said blue, and I immediately thought of Cad Bane.
They put him in Book of Boba Fett.
He was in just 1 or 2 episodes.
Maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But he did show up out and about, maybe not off camera, but like mostly out of frame.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It wasn't a very good show.
What was he in the Star Wars Rebels?
I think he was in Clone Wars. Because I remember seeing there was like a scrapped concept art or like the basics of the foundation for his death scene, and then they ended up using it for Book of Boba Fett. So that was a good use of their previous ideas, where they go, hey, I'm going to write this down, save it for later,
But
and then they use it
Admiral
later.
Thrawn live action sounds pretty deep.
People
dope.
wanted Benedict Cumberbatch to play him.
I can say that
I don't
to
know.
a point.
I don't know who is actually playing him. And I know nothing else about him other than he's just like one of the most well-revered characters in extended non-canon Star Wars. So, could be good, could be shit, but we'll see. Now we'll do closing thoughts.
Okay.
Anything? And you're like,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, but actually, holy shit.
yeah. Yeah, when you see the actual time, you'll be like, fuck, I need to go to bed.
No, you will be. You are the one that needs to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It is now 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
You are 5 hours late to work.
Shit.
Better call in sick.
I'm pretty sure that I have to blow that because my nose just went out. Oh, fuck, that was disgusting. I felt awful. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Closing thoughts. I have no thoughts.
Yeah, I know.
Not a single thought.
Ugh, that better not be a fucking mess. I don't know. I might. No, I'm gonna leave that in, but I'm gonna fucking fix that in the post. That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Is it fixed? Yes or no?
Okay, Rudolph.
Oh, fuck, that's
your
bad.
nose is red.
Red? Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's bad. Am I sick?
maybe.
I hope not. I was before, and now I'm
You got to be up in 7 hours, almost.
Is my
don't
nose
have to.
really that red?
Not that red, but I just thought it was funny at the time to just be like, Rudolph.
Yeah, shit. All right. Well, if there's no final thought, no closing word, then that's it. The podcast is done and go home. You got better things to do.
Read my book and watch his videos.